This is a contest between Tedesco and you. You're the only one who can stop him now. So Tedesco is so powerful that of all of the cardinals in the conclave, Lawrence, Bellini believes, is the only one who might have a chance of stopping him. That's a lot. I mean, 4 speeches in praise of the villain, that lets us know that in the movie as a whole, Tedesco is sort of the primary antagonist. Tremblay is absolutely a formidable antagonist to the character Lawrence, but not necessarily to the film as a whole, because remember, Tremblay is also left-leaning. And what does our main character want? What does our hero want? What is his object of desire? To have a quote-unquote good pope succeed the late pope, and his definition of a good pope is someone who is left-leaning. Tremblay is not as left-leaning as they might like, but he's a better alternative than Tedesco. Okay, so now I also said that Adeyemi is an antagonist in Conclave as well. He is, of these 3 antagonists, sort of the least powerful, the one with the least teeth, I guess. Certainly he's lesser than Tremblay or Tedesco, and therefore his speech in praise of the villain is much shorter. But there is one. This time it's delivered by Lawrence, who says that, quote, Adeyemi has the wind behind him, meaning that he has a lot of support for becoming the next pope. So 3 antagonists, I keep saying over and over and over and over and over again, everything in story exists in a hierarchy. And if you look at these 3 antagonists, they exist in a hierarchy. At the top is Tedesco, and he has 4 speeches in praise of him as a villain. Next is Tremblay, and he has 1, but it's pretty robust. And then you have Adeyemi, who has a sentence. And it makes perfect sense. If the characters went on and gave Adeyemi 3 or 4 or 5 speeches, then he's now a far more powerful villain than Tedesco. So it's all logical. And the way that the filmmakers here have constructed this film, and if you look at the way they've constructed the dialogue, it's really impressive. This is one of those films, like the ones I mentioned in the King's Speech as well, that I can watch over and over and over again, and I see something new in it every single time. All right, so Melanie, that is it for the speech in praise of the villain. We have 3 significant antagonists, and each one got their own speech. How did you go with your study of constant characters this week? I'm curious. Lay it on me.
All right. Well, before that, I actually wish that we'd studied this movie when I was looking at The Shadow last season, because the way the different shadows come out for each of those antagonists, right, is really interesting. And the justification that, we're only mortal men who aspire to perfection, all of that is very true. But the way that their shadows, because they all have shadows, and a shadow in terms of the shame and the things they know that they're not meant to do, all come out. And I was thinking about that when I was watching it, right? About how their shadows came into the light pretty much. So anyway, like you said, there's a lot of really good stuff in this movie. The shadows, the villains, how they're revealed, how they're spoken about. It's excellent. Anyway.
And this whole concept of the shadow that's what nuanced characters are all about, right? They have the shadow. There's a hidden part of them that's not obvious at first blush, and it sort of rises up.